All right, so this video right here was one that I was not planning on shooting at all, man. So just rock with me, man. If you're watching this morning, grab your coffee. Let me go into a little bit of story time. I'm trying to not take too long, but this video was definitely not the video that I was planning to even talk to you guys about and also release this morning because I'm shooting this video like 7 in the morning. You see the time, 8:15 in the morning. So I wasn't planning on this being a video that I was going to release to y'all today, man. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So you guys know I've been rocking with the Z Flip 3 since the release day, man. Banging out the content, man. A lot of you have came to the channel off the Z Flip 3, and I much appreciate that, man. But I'm not sure if you guys caught the little Easter egg that was in my yesterday's video talking about the battery. I had a little Easter egg over here on my shelf, man. Yes, that was... and we gonna look down. That was the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. Now, I'm not even sure a lot of you even caught that, man. I'm not sure if it's only like 5 people actually comment and say that they saw it. So I want you wondering like, what? Wait a minute. See, you didn't have any interest in the Z Fold 3. So let's just go back a little bit doing the Samsung, keynote and everything like that. Initially, I was going to go all in with the Z Fold 3. I wasn't even thinking about the Flip because the Fold just really caught my attention when the Z Fold 2 came out. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to get it. But that price tag kind of had me could have did a trade in and different things like that. But I was like, you know what, man, I want to try something refreshing. I want to try something new. And that's why I went with the Flip. And you guys know I've been loving the Flip. When I got the Flip, I put my iPhone down, and as of yesterday, I sold my iPhone. And I know a lot of you like, oh, you sold it, you didn't sell it because of this. Yeah, I sell my iPhone every year because I'm always going to get the new iPhone because of the channel. But I never use my iPhone after putting it into the Flip. But then I was like, you know what, man, I really want to try Fold out still. Like I'm seeing all of my partners on YouTube with the Fold. I really want to try a Fold and see what it's about. So I ended up going to Amazon, grabbing the Fold because those were the only dates that I could get one in a couple days. It came in like 3 days from Amazon. This is the unlocked model, Phantom Black, Z Fold 3, 256 gig. And after using this phone, I've been using it as my main phone. I popped my SIM card out of the Flip, put it in the Fold, haven't really touched the Flip. And as of this morning, when I woke up before I walked in this damn room, I was going to go all in, and the video that I was going to record was going to sit down and tell you guys that I was going to be returning the Flip for the Fold. I told you, I haven't been using the Flip. So I picked the Flip up, got them both right in front of me like you see here, and I started messing with the Flip. I started just messing around with it, man, and started messing with the form factor and just really started to get a little grasp on it one more time before I do my last video to send it back. I literally printed out the return label. It's literally over there on the desk, and it was going to go back to FedEx this morning. But as I started playing with it and started to mess with the usability of this phone, I was like, you know what, T, you were about to make a drastic mistake in returning the Flip for the Fold. So don't you guys worry. For all you Flip owners out there that's loving it, man, I'm not leaving Team Flip. I will be returning Team Fold 3. So let's get into a little bit more. Let's just tell you why I'm choosing the Flip over the Fold. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there really may be shocked right now, but let's go ahead and get into it. Since using the Fold, let me go ahead and talk about my experience now. Now, last year with the experience with the Fold 2, my experience was, and I returned my Fold 2 as well because it's an amazing device. I'm not taking anything away, and we're going to put the Flip over here, but I'm not taking anything away from the Fold. Like when you have this canvas at your disposal to use, it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Like I honestly don't use it enough in the full screen open mode unless I'm literally on the couch and everybody, I'm on chill mode for the night. This is when I use it when it's flipped up. This is where I use it. Majority of the time, I'm using it with the front display. This is how I'm using this phone the majority of the time because it's a little unwieldy to always be using it open. Just be real. If you got to check something on your phone, and if maybe you be driving, and I'm not saying don't text and drive. Don't do that, man. But we might send a little quick text when we drive. Stop. Don't lie to yourself, man. It's easier to do when it's closed. Just a little bit too cumbersome to do when it's open. Now, no, I'm not saying this device is cumbersome for me. I can roll on this thing. I can type. I can do everything on this thing, and it's absolutely amazing. But I think some of my annoyances is still what I had with the Z Fold 2. And I think that's the reason why I was a little reserved to even get it after getting the Flip, because I knew some of the same annoyances were going to show its face with the 3. And it's the same thing, man. I mean, the front display is just, it's very usable. Don't get me wrong. It is very usable. I know a lot of people, when they say their reviews, they say they can't use it. They say it's unusable. You can do everything that you want to do on this front display and it's perfectly fine. And at times I do still feel like it's just a little too narrow, man. And I hate to be a broken record because I was on Twitter and I've been talking about it on my Monday live streams and I love it, but I feel like it's just, okay, we're just gonna put it like this because I don't want to make this super long. Overall, the usability on the Flip is just better than the usability on the Fold. I'm just gonna put it like that, man, because I can just flip this open and I can reply. I reply to a lot of comments. I get a lot of YouTube comments, man. That's probably one of my most heavy tasks that I do on the phone. And while I was sitting here getting ready to shoot this video, I just started to reply to YouTube comments on my Flip. And I was like, wow, this is so much easier. Besides replying it here, you kind of got to open it up and then you kind of got to do all of that. Like, it just was a little bit more steps in my opinion. Now, a lot of people may say that using the Flip and having to flip it open and then use it like that, that requires a bunch of steps. But I feel like when you really want to get something done, this is, I don't know, man. Like, the usability for me with the Flip, I feel just works better in my use case scenario. Now, a lot of you guys may say, yo, T, but the battery, I mean, you just did a video yesterday saying that the battery was probably his downfall. Yes, the battery is bad, but you have to look at my circumstances. Everybody has different circumstances when it comes to the battery, when it comes to how you use your device. I'm in this home all day. I'm in this office right here. This is where I work from home. YouTube isn't my full-time job. I have a full-time job. This is where I'm at from 8 in the morning until 4 something, 5 something when I go pick up my son. I'm here. And in this office, I have legit chargers and wireless chargers and everything that you can think of all over the place. I'm not technically a power user, if you say that. I'm not even sure what a power user entails, but I'm not a power user. You see what I'm saying? And when it comes to these phones, like, I'm okay with the Z Flip 3 and the battery life that it gets. It's not terrible. I feel like it's been learning my usage a little bit more, and I feel like it's been slowly getting a little bit better. And it can last me, it may, regardless of all that. I like the Flip so much that I'm still willing to deal with the flaws and use this phone as my daily phone over the Z Fold 3. Ah, man, it's a hard choice, man, because I love this. We're at a pinnacle of technology. You see what I'm saying? Like, and this is why I love both of these phones, because you got a huge canvas. But to be honest with you, for what I do, I don't need to have a tablet at my disposal at all times. You see what I'm saying? It's cool. It has its moments, but I don't need to have a tablet with me at all times. I can do everything I need to do on this. Like, I don't technically need this. And it's just, I'm not going to be one of those ones going on record saying that the Z Fold 3 is just too big, it's too this, it's too that. No, it's fine. I don't mind having this in my pocket. It's not too big in my opinion, and it does just fine. But there's something about really having this compact nature right here that just slides in your pocket and you're good to go. You don't have to get any new car mounts, man. You got to get special car mounts to fit this thick thing right here. But with this, I can just pop it on all my existing car mounts. It's just good to go. The front screen is pretty what I needed to do. I have a better front facing camera than the Z Fold 3. So if I do Zoom calls or if I do something like that, I have a better option up here. Yes, I could do it on the front display on the Z Fold 3, but then again, I'm having that narrow screen. You see what I'm saying? So once again, man, I think for me, ultimately, it all comes down to usability. And there's nothing a phone can have. There's two things, all right? And it's kind of a split here when it comes to the Z Flip 3. Battery life and usability. Yes, it doesn't have the best battery life, but I can get over that because the usability is so good. When it comes to the Z Fold 3, the battery life was noticeably better than my Z Flip 3, but I might say Flip or Fold. The battery life is better on the Fold, but the usability for me was just a little bit too unwieldy. You see what I'm saying? So I have to choose in this instance usability over form factor when it comes to the Fold. So with all that being said, man, Team Flip, baby, we up in here. We not going nowhere. We are staying with the Flip. I'm not going to do that to y'all. You got some people out here saying they're switching and they're switching back. No, I'm not doing that to y'all, man. I'm rocking with the Flip going forward. And I'm probably going to be returning the Z Fold 3 back to Amazon. And that means we're just gonna keep this Z Flip content pumping, man. So we gotta think of some new fresh ideas. I'm not sure what y'all want to see on the channel, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about the cameras. We're gonna get my girlfriend in here because she's a diehard iPhone person. She hates Android, man, and she wants to use, she doesn't want to use this, but I'm gonna ask her points and what she feels about Android and what she thinks about this device right here. So if you want to see those things, man, make sure you hit that sub button, man. We back, Z Flip fam. We not going nowhere. Sorry for this kind of all over video because this video wasn't the one that I was planning on shooting, man. I was planning on telling you guys that I was leaving the Z Flip fam, but we staying. We staying, man. But take it to y'all know, do the YouTube things, like, comment, hit that sub button, turn that bell on so you don't miss any more future videos, man. And as always, stay safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.